Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone while learning this truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect out there scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom to do so, especially in this time, more than ever. It's the brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson, Be Thou My Strong Rock. Okay? And I'm going to be going into faith. Because without faith, we know, like the scriptures say, it is impossible to please him. Okay? Without faith, it's impossible to please him. Alright? You got a lot of people that's faking like they believe, acting like they're really down for this, because when it comes down to the persecution, our faces are going to be over the news. Some brothers may be tortured or going to get tortured, Salakia. Some brothers are going to be martyred. We're going to be the enemies of the state. You know, you got the red, blue, and yellow list. So they're going to get ready to roll on us. You know, the elder in Kansas City just did a lesson today, you know, going into it. You know, they're about to, you know, demonize street preaching, which they're ready to do, but it's going to be punishable. Going to prison, going to jail, fines, which I don't give a shit. We got enough debt in Babylon. We got enough debt in Babylon it is anyway. Which I'm going to throw another $10,000 fine. All right, cool. I mean, we got debt anyway. You know, that's how they set this shit up. Everybody could be in debt, so the billionaires and the elite could get rich. But you're gonna see those of the elect fold and stop teaching. You know, even when they threaten us with fines and we can go to jail and all that, we still gonna be on the block. It's our job. You know, until the Lord pulls us off the street, you can throw anything at us and we still gonna keep teaching. Move locations, we're gonna hit 5 locations. All right, until we get in the right one, until we can push this word. That's how serious this truth is. It's deadly serious, man. And we're gonna even be able to subdue death. Okay, because some brothers are gonna be martyred. The Lord gonna bring us back. Bow. When he comes back with the chariots, the dead in Yahweh Shai shall be risen first, like it talks about in 1 Thessalonians 4:16. All right. So I'm gonna start off in the book of Psalms, and you know what? Something else I wanted to bring is everybody trusting in this government, because like you see in the picture, that's not a regular. It is a regular rock, but the rock represents Yahweh Shai. You know, he's gonna defend us. Okay, Yahweh Shai and the angelic forces are going to defend us. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. All right, they're going to defend us, man, and we're going to need it. They got freaking robots that can shoot through heads and rip heads off and do all kind of crazy stuff that they viewed on the TV, man. Okay, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know what it is. So I'm gonna start right here, because everybody trusts in this place. All right, everybody trusts in the president, and now they hurt because the tariffs about to affect their everyday lives. Okay, now they care because the tariffs is about to tear their everyday lives up. China is a huge supplier for us. Okay, and it's a small percentage of women that's trying to start waking up, because they know that they're gonna need to fight for survival. Ain't no way in hell. They realize now that they've been duped. All right, and that's not all of them. It's like out of 100 women, shit, I'm gonna have to go with a bigger number, because all these women is demons. Out of 1,000 women, maybe 1 or 2 are like, damn, you know what? We might need a man. You know? And that's out of 1,000, it might be 1 actually, because these women is boneheads. King Solomon said out of 1,000 women, he even found 1 righteous. So maybe out of 2,000 women, let's go with that. Maybe 1 or 2, you know, might start seeing the light. Like, all right, you know what? I see what's coming. I need to find me a man. You know? And the smart ones is gonna realize it's not about the status, about the car, the chain, and all that. It's about who's the most stable. What does Isaiah 33:6 say? You know, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability at all times. All right? It doesn't say trust in the government, because all these women, all these people trust in the government assistance. FEMA, Section 8, what's it called? Cal Fresh benefits. You know, food stamps. Okay? If you get hurt at work, disability, state disability, maternity leave. All right? Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You know, so they tell people that way, we got your best interest. If you look online right now, look online to see if a recession's coming. They're always about, no, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. But in their heart, they got plans to crush this economy strategically, to bring in a digital system. And they act like America's behind all these other countries. America know what's up with the digital system. It's prophecy. How's the main place that's supposed to have it ain't gonna have it? They know what's up. They getting up to date on it. It's not like they 10 years behind. They moving very, very quickly. Because the Lord's about to shut this shit down. The movie is coming to the climax end. The conclusion. Okay? So all they do is sit up and plan meetings about the Israelites. Because the heathens already finished. Okay, how are we going to get them on this executive order? How are we going to get them on that executive order? Okay? A brother posted today that overseas, I can't remember the place. I thought he said England or something, or London, one of them. Salakia, if I'm wrong on that. That they're going to start imprisoning people for teaching his word. You know? So this devil going to do that, but they're going to say it in like a way to make it seem like it's not bad. We're going to chastise, not chastise, but you're going to get a fine if you're a Christian and you're out there teaching. At first they're going to sugarcoat it. Okay? They're going to sugarcoat it until they just flat out say, fuck it, hey, we're going to get the Israelites, man. They teaching false doctrines, blah, 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 blah. 10 years for being on the street corner. We're not afraid. The scripture says that the devil should cast some of you into prison. But then he'll tell everybody else, don't worry, we're doing it for your betterment. No, he's doing it to try to hide the truth. That's his words being smooth in the butter. He's talking about he got the people's best interest, but it's for his best interest so we don't expose them because we've been exposing them, man. You know? Let me get this next. Isaiah 31:1. It says, let me get this. And it says, his words softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Like I said, man. After everything he says, these little debates and these meetings and all this shit, in his heart, he wants to destroy the nation of Israel, man. A sword represents destruction. He wants to destroy us. He didn't want us to wake up. You know how mad they are about that? You know? They forefathers put so much bread into the Bible destruction group. We thought they'd never wake up. The spirit always prevails, man. Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. You know, the modern day Egypt is America. Okay, and they go down by trusting in this government, man. Woe, destruction. Okay, because they put all their eggs in one bucket with the government, and it's going to fail them. Okay, this place is Egypt because of the bondage. I just got off work not too long ago. I still got to do the work, though. My real job. I got two jobs. The serving Yahweh Bashim Ashai, number one. My second job at the plantation. You know? It says, and stay on horses and trust in chariots. You know, horse represents strength. And, you know, Esau prides himself in his military might, his tanks and all that. And trust in chariots because there are many, you know, America's military. And then horsemen because they are very strong, you see. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. You know, so these people trust so much in this government because America has been the big bad bully since World War II. Since Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Big Boy and I think it was Big Boy and Little Man or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, Salakia. But America has been the big bad bully since then. You know, so everybody kind of was like, shit, let's trust in Esau. You know, because nobody can mess with us. Let's trust in Esau. FEMA's gonna come through. What they do for Hurricane Katrina? Let Jake out there die. Because in Louisiana, it's only Jakes out there. Yeah, you got heathens, you know, because heathens are all around Babylon the Great, but the majority of the population over there in the southern states is Jake. You know, my pops moved out there. He said you don't even see Issachar out there like that. It's Jake and the Edomites. It's like the old days, except, you know, you don't have that Jim Crow shit. The harsh measures against, you know, so-called black people, but really we're Israelites. All right. But going back to what I was saying, everybody trusts so much in this place is going to be the shame for trusting in Pharaoh, just like the scriptures say. You know, look not at the Holy One of Israel. They refuse to put their trust and their faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, I'm gonna go to the book of Psalms next. Psalms 31 and verse 1. You know, it's a psalm of David. It says, in thee, O Lord, Yahweh, do I put my trust. Let me never be ashamed. Deliver me in thy righteousness. And we're not ashamed of putting all of our trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It's a blessing that we even know the names. Okay, we put all of our trust. Literally, if you had to take a gamble, right, and give your last, because Jake liked carnality, here you go. If you took a gamble, you put all your money you had, say you had $300,000 saved for your retirement, and you put it on one man, I know he gonna take care of it. I know he gonna make it right. Hey, we're putting all of our trust, all of our faith. People call it a gamble in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, because that's what faith is, man. Knowing that something's gonna happen without physically being able to see it, having the hope that it's gonna happen without physically being able to see it. The Lord will deliver his elect. Bow down, verse 2, bow down thine ear to me. Deliver me speedily. Be thou my strong rock. And the rock represents Yahweh Shai. For in the house of a defense to save me. And David was crying to the Lord, man, that he would be delivered. Okay, and when we know that the Lord never forsook the righteous, abandoned us. The Lord always took care of us. Okay, when you have a house, you got to have a strong foundation. That foundation being the rock, being Yahweh Shai. You know, verse 3, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Therefore my namesake lead me and guide me. You know, and then the name of the Lord is a strong tower. Proverbs 18, the 10th chapter. I mean, the 10th verse, like you. Okay, and lead me and guide me. We want the Lord to guide us through this coming turmoil that's coming, man. We're gonna need a guide, because that's how bad it's gonna get. You know, we can't do this on our own. We need Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Verse 4, pull me out of the net that they had laid privily for me, for thou art my strength. You know, that's talking about these elites, all the snares they lay out for Jake. The jab was a snare. Okay, and the MOTB, that's going to be a snare as well. The biggest snare that he ever laid for Jake. But a lot of Jakes are going to take it because they don't have faith. He's going to be marking his cattle. You know, the Lord's going to hide us from the scourge of the tongue, like it talks about in the book of Job. Verse 5, into thy hand I commit my spirit, that has redeemed me, O Lord Yahweh of truth. Okay, so in the Lord's hand, we're trusting our spirit in him, man, and trusting it, because we know he's going to take care of it. These are just vessels we have, man. It's about our spirits, man. We trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai to take care of us, and damn right he is. If you don't believe that, hey, you ain't one of the elect. You're not about to sit up and argue with niggas no more. I'm going to get this next, Proverbs 15 and 29. The Lord Yahweh is far from the wicked. Oh, let me get in the NLT. Proverbs 15 and 29. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. And you got demons out there saying that they got a good relationship with the Lord. Okay, let's see when all hell breaks loose how good your relationship is. Let's see. Because if the God you say you serve is going to save you, let's see. Jake is out here worshiping idols, man. The Lord ain't hearing y'all wicked niggas' prayers, man. Y'all add sin to sin daily. Cover yourselves with a cover in the step of the Lord. Y'all want to believe in everything else. Kanye West said Jesus is white, so I'm going to serve white Jesus. They listen to rappers. They listen to influencers. They don't want to listen to the prophets, man. We are the mouthpiece of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And the Lord hears our prayers. He don't hear y'all. Okay? I'm getting ready to close. I'm going to go back to Psalms. Okay? This is Psalms 33, and I'm going to start at 16. There is no king save by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. It's symbolic, because even a king with all the military in the world, okay, a mighty man, say like a bodybuilder or some shit, you know. And America's mighty because of his military. But imagine a king having all his soldiers in the front. If the Lord if the Lord has it to where that king is going to be destroyed, he's going to be destroyed. Look what happened to that Moabite king Eglon. Okay, he got stabbed up, guts coming out, and he had in the Moabite king, he had power, but the Lord had it. It was his time. It was his time. You know, we don't trust in carnal things. It goes into it right here. It says on top, it says, a mighty man is not delivered by much strength. Again, it's not about carnality. Okay, it's about the spirit. Verse 17, Psalms 33 and 17. And horse is a vain thing for safety. A horse represents strength. Neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. Okay? So you can have all the strength in the world, the toughest military in the world, the best tanks, the best fighter jets. You still won't make it. Verse 18. Behold, the eye of the Lord Yahweh is upon them that fear him. That's talking about the elect. Upon them that hope in his mercy. That's us. We have faith. We pray that the Lord have mercy on us because it's about to get bad as shit out here, man. Look how bad it is now. Oh, I forgot. Jake ain't paying attention. It's bad, man. All right? We're seeing this kingdom crumble right before our eyes, and it's Shapah, man. It's Shapah. Verse 19. To deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. A famine is coming. Okay? And the Lord is going to deliver our soul from death because some brothers are going to be martyred. And the dead in Yahweh Shai is going to rise first. Whatever plague that comes out here, that ain't for us. That's for the 2/3. To judge you guys for your wicked ways. You guys are doing evil in the sight of the Lord, and you guys are going to be judged for it. The Lord did it in the past, and he's going to do it again. Verse 20. Our soul waiteth for the Lord Yahweh. He is our help and our shield. Okay? So we hasten the day of the Lord, and we have all our faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. We put our hope in him, our faith. Okay? And he's going to protect us from anything that's out here. Even though we're going to get caught up in some stuff in Jacob's trouble, remember, Akim, we're going to be able to defeat death. Because we're going to get those new bodies. We ain't going to get sick no more. We ain't have to take a sick day. Okay? We're not going to get old. We're not going to get tired. It's all about faith. Lord's will. This was an edifying lesson. With that, I'm going to say shalom.